luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
For Valerie, with a bit of space to line one up and score an absolute cracker. Southampton are digging in the relegation scrap and have.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 19 Uprising Career Mode. Here with me, Rooster Waddle. This is episode 19, as we have our last 4 games of the season to play. With the Champions League position on the line, things are going to unfold massively, as we have our first game against Newcastle here at home. You can see the first thing that we do is sort up our lineup against Newcastle like we've done all season long with every other team we've played against. As you can see that we are resting a couple players. Mason Mount's an example. I think also we're about to see Mason Mount's an example. Billy Cook is coming in for Stephen Bornell. That's another example. Due to the fact that the team is absolutely knackered after we played Arsenal in the last episode where we lost 3-2. If you haven't seen that, I hope you guys check it out. As we are in episode 19, let me just explain the Uprising Career Mode real quick, because we have had a few new subscribers join us. The Uprising Career Mode is basically me using ridiculous sliders in order to hinder my FIFA abilities. Due to the fact that FIFA this year has really been way too easy, and real life Southampton have been struggling. So what I've done is I made this career mode super hard with boosting up the sliders ridiculously. You could check the episodes through. You could check episode number 1 and see the slider settings that I put it on. But regardless of that, I did change a couple of them, so you guys could check out that and a couple other episodes where I did kind of change the sliders, and I did put the sliders. Showed the slider settings in the previous episodes. You guys could check that out. Regardless of that, we are going to start the game here as we do. We kick off the first game of 4 in the Champions League battle here against Newcastle. The first chance of the game does fall to us immediately. Che Adams picks up the ball with a fake shot. Looks to cut back inside. Che Adams cuts back again. Still Che Adams looking for the opportunity to potentially score his 30th. Yes, he's looking for his 30th. Look at the brilliant footwork to find it through. It is back to Che Adams after that pass by Jota. Denied by Matthew Ryan. A sensational save by the Aussie international in goal. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, though, with a chance, 41st minute in the game. Another chance falls to Che Adams, as this time the ball whizzes past the post. Beats Matt Ryan in goal, but beats past the post as well. We have a chance in the 64th minute. The ball finds to Joe Bryan, who's also come into this game. James Ward-Prowse finds it into Mario Lemina, who takes a strike on, denied by Matty Ryan. As you can see, I'm going to make a change. 65th minute after we missed that, we're bringing in Hwang Hee-Chang. I mean, Che Adams' stamina and fatigue has gotten the better of him in this game. As you can see, we're subbing him off for Hwang Hee-Chang. Hwang Hee-Chang in the last episode scored 2 against Arsenal. And due to the fact that he's been on such sensational form, I thought, why not give him the chance to prove himself here? And it looked to be vital in this game. You're about to see. Mason Holgate finds it into Mario Lemina, who holds on to the ball, finds it back into Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who takes a strike on, hits the post, but that's not the end of this highlight. The ball lands back into Mason Holgate, into Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Pierre the Bear-Emile Højbjerg, into Super Mario Lemina, finds it into Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, blazes it over the crossbar. Matty Ryan takes the goal kick, 70th minute into this game. The ball finds itself back into Hwang Hee-Chang, back into there. Hwang Hee-Chang, the man we just brought on, with a brilliant fake shot, finds it into James Ward-Prowse, and the man we brought into this game gets the vital goal to keep the Champions League spot race alive in this episode. We need to get the wins. The more wins we tally up in this episode, the higher chance we have to remain in those Champions League spots and in the race and in the contention for Champions League football next season. We have a chance. We bring on Philip Murphy in the second half. The Irishman cuts back, finds it into Mario Lemina, cuts back into James Ward-Prowse, getting his second of the game. the English number 16 center attacking midfielder on absolute flames in this game. We bring him on for Mason Mount, who's run out of energy, and look at what that showed. The outcome is sensational. A brilliant strike to double his tally in this game, and James Ward-Prowse, JWP, back into his original form we've seen last season. Philip Murphy with another chance, creating all the chances here since he came on. Diogo Jota skips past the challenge brilliantly into Wengi Chang. Wengi Chang looking for a second assist and does! Finds it into Diogo Jota, and that surely wraps it up. 90th minute, 3-0 Southampton. So a great showing here as we need to get the performances. We need to rack up performances. Diogo Jota with a sensational strike and a great goal to match. He's been in sensational form as the season has come to a close, and if you keep on this form, you can potentially see us in the Champions League next season. As the title suggests, this episode is full of surprises, and you'll find out if we make it to the Champions League or not. It is a sensational one. That is for certain. Because that's the end of the game. 3-0 the final score in the first game of the episode against Newcastle, as we face for our second game against Bournemouth here away from home. You can see how tight it is. We're currently 3 points behind Liverpool. We have a game in hand for them. We sit 3 points behind them, and we just need to hope that Liverpool lose their game in hand in order to have any chance of overtaking them in the Champions League. That's the bottom 3. That's the top 6, as you see there. Middlesbrough, Crystal Palace, and Birmingham are threatening to be relegated there, as we are heading into our second of 4 games to close off this season number 2, as we face Bournemouth away from home, the El Clasicos, as I like referring this fixture to. You can see what it means. The commentators know, everyone knows what's on the line, what's at stake for Southampton Football Club here, as we're hosted by Bournemouth in the Vitality. Everyone with their game faces on, everyone focused, or at least it seems like it, as we head into our second of 4 in this episode. A very strong Bournemouth side indeed. Guido Carrillo, our former striker, we sold to our South Coast rivals in the side today. We line up with the strongest side we could possibly line up. Matt Targett, Stephen Bornau, and Mason Mount are back in the lineup. Although James Ward-Prowse has a sensational showing in the game against Newcastle. I gave the chance back to Mason Mount because he's shown it all season long. So he definitely deserves it to start the game here today. Although in the 4th minute we have a chance. Che Adams looking for his 30th goal still. Cuts back inside and finds the shot. Skims the bar. In F2 terms, it was a skimmer. And that was a close effort there. Look at that curler. So hard to score finesses. And obviously the only person who probably is given the valid approach, but FIFA 19 is probably told him, you know what, the only player who could probably score finesse shots in this FIFA probably going to be 1, and it's Barty, and 2, Che Adams. And Che Adams almost scored it there, hitting the top of the crossbar. Regardless of that, Bournemouth have a chance as they pass it through to Josh King, and exactly like he did in the last episode against us with Norway, does it here against us with Bournemouth. Rockets from about 30 yards out and gives Bournemouth the lead. This is not what we need. We need to win this game if we want to be in Champions League contention. And the pressure is right now all on us. If we lose this game, the Champions League dream is definitely dead. And we need to get back in this game, that's for certain, as we look to get back. Diogo Jota with an ambitious overhead attempt in the 23rd minute is denied. Goes over the bar. Sven Ulreich finds a goal kick, finds it straight into the center midfield. I think that was Dan Gosling who finds it into the goal scorer. Josh King back into Emil outside. Back in Josh King into Guido Carrillo, who replicates Josh King, and the man who we sold to Bournemouth becomes our villain and scores against us here to definitely crush our Champions League hopes. So how disappointing that is that, as Bournemouth lead 2-0 here, have one more chance. David Brooks in the 28th minute looking to seal the deal here, make it 3-0, and Bobby whips it in. The header is clear, finds it back in Dan Gosling, who takes it down. Dan Gosling looks for the chance. Dan Gosling with a strike, and denied by Angus Gunn. Angus Gunn knows we have a way back in this game. He knows it. He can feel it. The question is, can these players find a way back into this game? You're about to find out. Stephen Bornau wins it brilliantly as he's done all season long. There's Josh King, finds it into Mario Lamina, into Che Adams, our top scorer, into Mason Mount as he looks to create an opportunity. Mason Mount with a strike! Denied by the German Sven Ulreich in goal. That's a great save there, denied us there. The second half starts, and Bournemouth with another chance. If they score, this is surely over. Yamil Assad and our Poljan Bednark with a sensational, crucial tackle to save our butts here in this game. We needed a tackle there to potentially have any chance of staying and remaining in this game. Let's look at this. Diogo Jota running down the byline. Who is this? Wang Yi-Cheng. We brought him on as a substitute. He made the impact in the last game, in the last episode against Arsenal, and he does it here as well. 2-1 the score. He picks up the ball and commands the boys. Let's go, let's get another one, he says. As now, look at this, 56 minutes in. The ball saved by Angus Gunn, picked up there, finds it into Tom Kearney as we go on the counterattack. Tom Kearney gets tackled, but he doesn't care. He knows he needs the goals. And the ball finds it through from Mason Mount in to Che Adams, and he always loves to be the hero. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. You know what? He's been there all season long. As Che Adams tried picking up the ball, so let's ignore that. We can't. FIFA does not allow us to pick up the ball. And Che Adams steers that into the back of the net. Sensational strike there. Near post OP. Green time. Look at that for a strike. As we look for the third. If we somehow get a third, it would be one of the most epic season finale episodes you'll see in a long time. Bournemouth have a chance. Josh King denied in 66 minutes. The shot by Lerma blocked there by somebody. I don't know who put the body on the line. I have no clue. Bournemouth have a chance though. A ball back into Emil Assad. Emil Assad looking to get the goal there for Bournemouth. Ball whipped into Guido Carrillo and he missed. We have a chance. Can we do it? Can we win? This will be crucial. Wang Yi-Cheng into Che Adams. Look at this. Back into Wang Yi-Cheng. He scored one today. Can he do it again? No. How does he miss? Wang Yi-Cheng misses. And that will do it. 2-2. No. Now we have to have Liverpool or Arsenal lose their game in hand in order for us, or even draw their game in hand in order for us to somehow stay in this Champions League fight. Middlesbrough is our next game here. Before we find out the news of what Liverpool managed to achieve, we faced Middlesbrough in this game. As you can see that here, Liverpool did play their game in hand, and they got another victory, so this is not good. We need to find out what will happen in this fixture as they're about to play it. We play it in the same time they play it. As a third of 4 games in this episode does fall against Middlesbrough. We need to win this game. I decided not to sit in this game because I wanted to ensure the victory. The question is, can I deliver here? We drew against Bournemouth in drastic fashion. We need to beat Middlesbrough here. The team from the northeast coming to the south coast to face us here. As Middlesbrough line up with a pretty decent Premier League quality lineup, although they are sitting currently in the relegation scrap. We cannot take any prisoners. We need to go and win every game until the end of the season. We have 2 left, and this is one of them. The chance falls off early here. First minute, Mason Holgate finds it into Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and look at this, he dilly-dallies one way, then the other, and the strike hits in off the post, and that's the exact start we looked for in this game. Pierre the Bear-Emile Højbjerg, the captain, goes and celebrates with a unique handshake with Mason Holgate, a sensational player that we managed to sign from Everton this season. A great gem he turned out to be. Mason Holgate's a player I really love using in career mode. He has this fantastic qualities for a right back and a center back. That's what makes him so versatile and good in this game. He also has a real face. So anyone who's playing career mode, I would really suggest using Mason Holgate. He is a very good player. Regardless, we have a chance in the 33rd minute. The ball finds itself into Pierre the Bear-Emile Højbjerg, who heads it on to Che Adams. and the ball is scooped over the crossbar by Darren Randolph. The Irish international denies us from getting the goal there, as we're looking for one more. 33rd minute in, we have another chance. Mason Holgate finds it inside to Che Adams, and literally Darren Randolph got this pinky toe into that to that ball, denying us with the goal. And Diogo Jota, another chance denied by Darren Randolph. He's on absolute fire right now as Middlesbrough have their first chance of the game. The ball's whipped into the box. 43rd minute, please. We do not need to concede here. Martin Braithwaite, it's a back post as we try clearing it with all our might. The ball finds back into Che Adams, who's make the mistake, makes it drop into Mikel, who drops it into Puedo, and who thought that Che Adams would be the man to make a mistake in this game. Is it's 1-1. Ladies and gentlemen, we need a win. I've said it a couple of times now. How will we cope under pressure in the second half? You're about to find out. Second half starts as immediately. Actually, no. Second half starts immediately into the second half. Actually, it's the end of the first half. Che Adams has a chance. Denied by Darren Randolph. Now it's the second half. Sorry, we have a chance. The ball falls to us here. The Bear Emil Højbjerg muscles through into Mason Mount. We need a goal here. Che Adams is put through on goal. Can he spare his blushes? No, he can't. Darren Randolph saves another one. He's not letting up here. Darren Randolph is saving everything that is thrown at him. As Mills have a chance. And he's going to catch that. 71st minute, we need a goal here. We know how crucial it is for us to get a goal. Mason Holgate, who's played sensational in this game, finds Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, our captain, who finds it through to Mason Mount. Mason Mount's put through on goal, and he's tackled. What a tackle there. I think it was. I don't even know who it was. I really do not even know who it was. But look at this Mason Mount. This is why we love him. Wins the ball back, finds it into Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota's on goal with a strike in the top corner. Cometh the hour, cometh the man now. Diogo Jota. He just loves it. He loves the spotlight. He says, you know what? Give me that, Che Adams. Give me the spotlight. I'm in it now. A sensational strike by the Portuguese man as Diogo Jota gives us the lead and gives us the win. What a crucial win there as Diogo Jota delivers the 3 points in a present for the St. Mary's. For the St. Mary's crowd and for the Saints, that's what I meant to say. As 2-1 winners, we end in that game. You can see the table just before we're about to go into our fourth and last game in this episode. We're a point behind Arsenal, and look who we're facing. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot make this up. Arsenal face Crystal Palace. Liverpool sit 4 points away from us, so we cannot overtake Liverpool, but Arsenal's still only a point behind us. If we win this game and Arsenal drop any points, we overtake them into the Champions League spots. I don't know why I struggle to speak there so much, but it was just this is ridiculous circumstances, boys. I could not make this up. Liverpool's lineup. I'm trying to line them up in the strongest side possible. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why I went back in there. Actually, I realized they were in the strongest lineups. So actually, I said, you know what, forget it. I don't need to change your lineups as we do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, if Arsenal lose and we draw, I think due to the sensational goal scoring record that we've had this season, we actually overtake them. But let's not think like that. We need to get the victory, and we need to hope that the Eagles give us a favor, give us an early Christmas present here.
What an interesting day we've got. The Champions League situation is very much up for grabs, and other results, of course, need to fall into place to book their place in Champions League football next season.
Well, I think we're set for a nervy afternoon from the fans and maybe the players too. We all know about the financial implications of qualifying for the Champions League. This is a huge day.
So you can see what this means. The commentators put it exactly in perspective of what we need to do to achieve the Champions League dream here. Liverpool lineup with a ridiculous lineup, the most insane possible lineup with even Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in it. So this is going to be a challenge and a half, ladies and gentlemen. We line up with our strongest side here in this one, as it really cannot get more dramatic in this. It cannot get more intense than this. This is the pinnacle of all the whole series so far. undoubtedly. The game against Liverpool, here we go. It kicks off. Liverpool with the first chance of the game, 5th minute. We cannot allow them to get a goal. Andrew Robertson cutting inside. The Scottish magician finds it into Sadio Mane. Mane whips it in. And oh no. Bobby Firmino with the goal early on. And this is looking dangerous. Firmino real life scored a goal against Argentina, and he's making it count here against Southampton. Obviously, for Liverpool, it really does not mean anything if they lose here. I mean, if Arsenal win and they lose, I mean, Arsenal do overtake them, I think. But I'm not. Yes, they do overtake them. But regardless, no, they don't overtake them. Sorry, they don't overtake them. They might overtake them on goal difference. I have no clue. Regardless, we need to get back in this game, boys. And this is not the way to do it. We lose the ball immediately after 9 minutes in. Can we come back? Look at this, Mason Mount quickly reacting first, and Champs is through on goal! And this is exactly what we need. And he gets his 30th of the season, and exactly where it matters most. Che Adams, give me some kids, son. Make my children, son. I'll donate my sperm to you, and you make my children. He's a sensational striker, a goal machine. Southampton's goal machine, and the Saints' goal machine. And number 10, with his 30th of the season, getting it past the best goalkeeper in the world in Alisson. Look at what it means. Fist pumping on the touchline. That's exactly what we need. We need to get another one, though. A draw will not do unless Arsenal drop points. We need to get another one. This can't get as tense as this. 10 minutes in, it's already 2 goals from both sides. You can see how clinical we are and how clinical we've been in the season. We have a chance in the 35th minute. Whoever scores here is a hero, Mason Mount. Denied by Alisson. How close was that? Pierre-Emile Højbjerg has a chance in the 38th minute. We have a chance, Mason Mount again. Oh my gosh, blitzes it just wide. Things are not getting more tense than this. They cannot get more tense than this as halftime beckons here. And you can see what it means to the fans. The fans know exactly what's going on. We're sitting here curious whether it is Crystal Palace or Arsenal who we're winning this game. We need a goal in the second half. We know, but if Arsenal do not have the result, do not lose, it doesn't matter for us. As Arsenal are winning 1-0 at halftime, boys, this is not good. Second half starts, and we need to shape up. We need to turn up here. As we have a chance early on. Liverpool win it off, though. They have a chance. They find it through Roberto Firmino into Mohamed Salah running down the byline. 57th minute. You cannot stop this attack. Liverpool whip it into a dangerous area. And Sadio Mane gets his foot to there, and it's exactly what we do not need. The Senegalese man scores, and look what this means. Exactly when they score, or revert to a 4-2-4. The formation that works when we need it the most. We bring off Mario Lamina, I think it was, or Mason Mount. We bring off Mason Mount and bring on Huang Hee-Chang. Can he do it for us? He's done it so many times this season, but can he do it now? It's crucial as Sadio Mane goes to sub. We don't care about that. We have a chance. We need to score 2. Can we do it? Liverpool intercept. Liverpool instead finds it into Sadio Mane, into Jordan Henderson. Look who's running down the byline. Sadio Mane, the Senegalese maestro down the byline. Completely turns past Mason Holgate twice. No one's closing him down. Mason Holgate trying to make up the ground. And Jordan Henderson has put the dagger in it surely now. And yes, boys, we've lost.
Massive feeling of dismay really around the ground. They've got games still to play here, but they can't now, with the mathematics, reach the Champions League. It's impossible. Yeah,
and they've lost out on a lot of money there. The suits up in the director's box will be bitterly disappointed about that.
Some final thoughts on one of the better performers today, Alan.
Got himself a goal and put in a really good shift. Excellent performance.
As you can see, the first thing we do after that loss, we make it to Europa League football, though. We have to say, we made it to Europa League football. That's what the board wanted. The board wanted us to go and make it in Europa League football, and that's exactly what we delivered. Champions League football was just out of our reach. but it fell into the final day. It cannot get more dramatic as this as we head into our season finale. The first thing, though, guys, in our season finale, as we try to get over that, we submit our final squad for the 2020 Euros. You can see I'm bringing Wan-Bissaka instead of James Tarkowski, as well as reintroduce John Stones into that. As you see, I'm trying to determine. I wanted to take away Nathan Redmond, but I was determining between either putting James Ward-Prowse or James Maddison. And James Maddison is as good as James Ward-Prowse in those free kicks, and that's exactly what I need, a set-piece specialist. And because James Maddison was younger, and he was one overall higher, I decided to bring James Maddison on board. So he's on the plane to Euro 2020. As those are the groups of Euro 2020. I think you saw our groups for Euro 2020. An insane group. We have Finland in there. I forgot the other two. Romania, I think we have in there. I'm not really sure, but that is it. So an easy group, an achievable group, as we head to the season finale. You can see there, Che Adams scoring 31 goals and getting 12 assists in all competitions. Diogo Jota with 13 and 7 assists. Pierre Milovic with 8 and 14. Mason Mount with 7 and 16. So what an impact he's had in his first season there, the 21-year-old. James Ward-Prowse with 7 and 2. So the same amount of goals scored by Mason Mount. Huang Hee-Chang, as we're about to go to Huang Hee-Chang. I don't know why it's taking so long. Yes, with 5 and 1. Mario Lemina, Super Mario Lemina, that is, with 4 and 6. Tom Kearney with 3 and 6. Sam Gallagher with 2 and 0. Mason Holgate with 2 and 2. Matt Turner with 2 and 1. Jack Smith, our Scottish legend, with 2 and 0. Dan James with 2 and 1. Jan Valerie with 1 and 0. Stephen O'Day getting that crucial goal in the FA Cup with 1 and 0. Liam Bailey with 1 and 0. Stephen Bornau with a goal coming against Watford in the Premier League, if you remember. Brian Gill obviously was sent on loan, so he really didn't make the impact he desired. And the rest, all of them with 0 goals. Some of them with assists, like Philip Murphy. The rest really with 0 goals in their name. Joe Bryan getting an assist. Alfie Jones got an assist, interestingly enough. But regardless, that is it for the statistics as we head into the attributes. You're about to see the attributes there. Yes, as I go to the overall change, I'm about to see who are the highest developers in this season. See, you guys could pause if you want to see the specific development, because if Brendan Quinn and Philip Murphy tying on +6 growth, and you can see there the stats. If you want, you can pause and see the stats for every player that you want to check out. Joseph Gillespie, we didn't really give him any game time, with a +5 growth. Interestingly enough, Liam Bailey with a +5 growth. Jack Smith with +5 growth. Jose Ojeda with +4 growth. A keeper we gave opportunities in the FA Cup. He's definitely going to be one in the future. 73 rated, and 18. Damn. Billy Cook with a +4 to get it to 65 rating. Jonathan Kelly with a +4 to get into 63 rating. As we're going to Liam McGuinness with a +4 to make it in a 64 rating. Robertson with a +4 to get into 68 rating. Luke Rafferty we brought on with a +4 to get up to 61 rating. Michael Bafemi with a +3 to get him to 69 rating. Christophe Clare with a +3 to get him to 66 rating. He's a center back that I'm actually gonna use in the future. Eric Garcia with a +3 rating to get him to a 70 rated center back. Mason Mount with a +3 rating to get him to a 79 rated center attacking midfielder. And those are statistics. You guys could check that out. Matt Target with a +3 to get into 76 rated full left back / left wing back with that early cross trade. Alberto Soro, we haven't seen much of him this season as well. 21 years old, 74 +3 growth. Sam Gallagher, 24 years old, 73 rated +2. Marcus Barnes, the guy we're looking at, with a +2 to get him a 64 rating. Diogo Jota, 23-year-old, with a +2 to get him an 83 rated. What a insane first season he's had. +2 for the GOAT, Che Adams, to get him to a 78 rating. Wang Hee-chang with 20, obviously Chadham's 23. Wang Hee-chang a year older, 24, but with a +2 growth as well to get him to a 76 rating. Obviously Che Adams, I forgot to mention, is going to be in our Euro 2020 squad, so I hope you guys will be excited to see that. Callum Slattery with a +2 to get him to a 67 rating. Dan James with a +2 to get him to a 75 rating. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg with a +2 to get him to an 81 rating. James Ward-Prowse with a +2 to get him to an 81 rating. Jared Bowen with a +2, you're about to see, to get him 79 rating, and I'm definitely looking to sell him on next season as he's been absolutely terrible since we signed him, I'm not going to lie. Tyreek Johnson with a +2 to get him to a 66 rating. He's definitely another guy we're looking to sell. Jake Hesketh played one game this season with a +2 to get him to a 70 rating. Jake Vokins with a +2 to a 62 rating. Another player we look to sell all season long. He just rejected every offer coming his way. Jan Bednarik with a +2 to get him to a 79 or 8 rating. Mason Holgate with a +2 to get him to a 79 rating. One of our best players this season. Kane Ramsey sent on loan with a +2 to get him to a 64 rating. Jan Valery didn't really play as much this season as he did last season due to Mason Holgate with a +2 to get him to a 72 rating. Angus Gunn, 24 +2 to get him to a 79 rating. Mario Lemina with a +1 to get him at an 81 rating. This 26-year-old Gabonese center midfielder, Super Mario Lemina that is. Nathan Redmond with a +1 to get him a 79 rating. Another player I'm looking to potentially sell to give space next season. Max Backer, the next Clarence Seedorf with a +1 to get him to a 61 rating. The 16-year-old Joe Bryan with a +1 to get him to a 75 rating. Stephen Bornau, the man who barely ever grows for some reason, +1 to get him to 73 rating. Stephen O'Day now, as we're about to land on Stephen O'Day, with a +1 to get him to 71 rating. Alfie Jones, another man we're looking to sell with a +1 to get him a 66 rating. Carl Darlow, who's made a howler in the FA Cup replay against Charlton with a +1 to get him a 74 rating. Brian Gill, out on loan in Bordeaux with a +1 to get him a 68 rating. Tom Kearney with no growth whatsoever, but he's still been a sensational player regardless. As we're about to head to the competitions, to which teams won what? Oh, that's the groups: England, Denmark, Sweden, and Finland. So we have, surprisingly, I didn't even realize that when I recorded it at first, we have all 3 Scandinavian countries facing 3 Scandinavian countries. That's actually pretty ridiculous, as these are going to be the final Premier League standings. We used to sit in 5th with 63 goals, the most goals scored with 79. So definitely next season we need to look to bolster our defense, and I'm currently working on it, putting some players on the short list. Chelsea won the championship on the final day, won the Premier League title on the final day, beating whoever they faced. Man City losing. Yeah, actually no, Man City won 2-0, but for some reason it wasn't enough. I thought Chelsea was second. I don't know what happened there, but regardless, Brighton, Crystal Palace, and Birmingham are your teams going down. Last time I showed you, Middlesbrough were struggling for relegation, but they actually managed to stay up together with West Brom. So 2 of the newly promoted teams staying up. So impressive enough there. I've done this before the FA Cup and Champions League finals, so you can see the FA Cup finals is going to be a Merseyside derby. The Carabao Cup, Arsenal beat Chelsea 2-1 there. The UEFA Super Cup, Atletico Madrid beat Man United 3-2. The UEFA Champions League, who are the 2 finalists? Atletico Madrid, PSG, another game that didn't really happen yet. The UEFA Europa League finals, who is that going to be? Bayern Munich and Real Betis. We're going to be in that competition next year, so it's interesting to see who are the teams, who are the type of teams we're going to face. Obviously, we finished second in the Euros qualifying, the Euro 2020 qualifying group. I mean, I had been coaching at that time. I only managed to grant the job after they managed to qualify, but regardless, here are your top scorers. Lo Celso finishing top scorer in the Europa League with 9 goals. Champions League, Luis Suarez finishing the top scorer with 9 goals there as well. We have a Super Cup, Son finished top scorer. I mean, that's 1 game, it doesn't really count, with 1 goal. You can see that the European International Cup, it was Kostic who finished top scorer. The Carabao Cup, it was Smith who finished top scorer. with 5 from Macclesfield Town. It's pretty interesting. Lyle Taylor actually finished top scorer. Sorry, that was the Carabao Cup. In the FA Cup, Lyle Taylor finished top scorer with 5. That's pretty interesting. Premier League, obviously, Che Adams winning the Golden Boot with 30 goals in 38 matches. And Mason Mount finishing as the top assists guy with 16, finishing over Sadio Mane from Liverpool by 1 assist more. So that will do it for the statistics. Actually, Marco Asensio finished top scorer in the Euro 2020 Championships qualifiers. That will do it for this episode overall. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was quite a very intense one. Obviously the Champions League fight, plus the season 2 finale. And next episode, you guys are gonna see the Euro 2020 with England as we try to bring it home. Come on, you 3 Lions! I hope you guys will stay excited for that. That one is gonna be a great little mini series. I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and peace out.